A very good evening to all of you, my dear students. I am Manisha Das on behalf of eTuition family. Welcome you all to today's class. So let me remind you that, my dear kids, that eTuition is providing quality education for your better tomorrow. So don't forget to be a part of our family. Okay. So this video is for class 8 students. Can you recall that we have completed the chapter 1? So today we'll be discussing about all the NCERT questions and we'll discuss the answers also. So are you ready for today's class? Yes. Now see, I have given you some certain extra points, okay? Today we'll discuss. See, apiculture means culturing the honey bees for our benefits for getting honey and bee wax. Now aquaculture means cultivating aquatic animals and plants. Next is aviculture, means culturing birds. Floriculture means culturing flowers. Horticulture means culturing means gardening. And sericulture means culturing silkworms for getting silk from them. Yes. Now see, the first question of your exercise is select the correct word from the following list and fill in the blanks. So there are certain words given as hints. See, float, water, crop, nutrients, preparation. You may not be able to, yes, connect them because they are only the words. See, in your book, some fill in the blanks are given. After reading the question, you can relate with these words because they are the answers. Look, first question is the same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called. Recall, we have studied about it in our first class. The same kind of plants, okay? Same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale, on a very big area. What is that called? Very good. It is crop. Yes. Now see, the next one is the first step before growing crops is dash of the soil. My dear children, just recall what are the different steps of agricultural practices. Recalled? Yes. Now the first step is very good. It's very easy. Preparation of soil. Now next is damaged seeds would dash on top of water. Can you recall about the activity which we have discussed? How to select good seeds. How we will select? We'll put the seeds in water and some seeds will be on the water floating and some seeds will be down the water sinking. So which are damaged seeds, my dear kids? Those who are floating. Yes, so damaged seeds would float on top of water. Very nice. Now see, for growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and dash from the soil are essential. Can you recall what do the plants need from the soil? Yes, water and nutrients. So here for growing a crop, sunlight is needed and water and nutrients from the soil are essential. Clear? Take a look. The same kind of plant grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called crop. The first step before growing crops is preparation of the soil. Now damaged seeds would float on top of water. For growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and water and nutrients from the soil are essential. Clear? Clear? Yes, moving ahead. Now see, next is matching. Match items in column A with those in column B. Where is column and B? Wait, they will come. See, this is your column. First one is Kharif crops. What are Kharif crops? And Rabi crops, chemical fertilizers, organic manure. Look, Kharif crops are grown in which season? Rainy season. Very good. Now see, Kharif crops means paddy and maize. Rabi crops are grown in, yes, winter season. They are wheat, gram and pea. Chemical fertilizer, example, urea and superphosphate. Organic manure is made from animal excreta, cow dung, urine and plant waste. Clear? Yes. This is very easy, no? Matching. You have to do this. Now see, next one is give 2 examples of each Kharif crop, 2 examples Rabi crops. Now only we have discussed, my dear kids. Example of Kharif crop, maize and soybean. Example of Rabi crop, gram and pea. These are the things we have already discussed. Today we have to recall everything. Okay, today you have to recall and you have to write all these questions in your notebook. Now see, write a paragraph in your own words on each of the following. Preparation of soil. How the soil is prepared, can you recall? Yes, the soil is prepared by which process? Ploughing or tilling? How they are done? Yes, with the help of a plough. What is the need of preparation of soil, my dear kids? It helps in making the soil loose so that the roots can easily go down the soil. Yes or no? Yes. Now look, preparation of soil. Turning of the soil and loosening it is the first step before growing a crop, because preparation of soil is the first step, and this allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. Already I have told you. See, the loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms. Have you seen earthworms? They are called as the friend of the farmers. Yes, and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friends of the farmers. Since why? Because they help in the loosening and turning the layers of the soil, and they add humus, organic matter, to the soil, which increases the fertility of the soil. Clear? Recalled everything? Yes. Now next is sowing. What is sowing? Sowing of seeds are proper depths and distances gives a good yield. See, sowing means to sow the seed. Okay. So before that we have to choose the seed, and while sowing we have to maintain the distance so that there will be no competition. Yes. See, high grade variety of seeds. Seeds should be very good quality and they should be healthy. Sowing is done by seed drill. Traditional seed drill is also there. Modern seed drills are also there. Clear? Yes. Now see, what is weeding? What are weeds just? Can you recall what are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants. Yes. So why do we need weeding? Because if wheat will grow with our crops, what they will do? They will fight for nutrients. Then I want your food. If they will take the food of our crop will not grow. They will be very poor yield. So we do weeding so that the weeds can be removed from our crop. And I have told you that certain crops, inside the crops, if they are included, certain weeds are there, if they will be not removed, they will be cut with during harvesting and they will be with our crops. If we are taking the weeds with our crops, they may be poisonous. They can harm us also, to the animals also. Yes. So my dear kids, what is threshing? Separation of the grains from the chaff is called as threshing. So we have to separate the grains from the chaff. Chaff means, see, the crops are with the crop plant. So we have to remove the grains from the crop plant because we don't need the plant now. We only need the grains. So we'll separate them. This process is called as threshing. Now see, explain how fertilizers are different from manure. Can you recall what are fertilizers? They are the chemicals. And what are manures? They are prepared in our home. They are very organic. Yes or no? Yes. So the difference is, it is already given in your book and we have discussed in lot of details. Yes. Fertilizer is a man-made inorganic salt, but manure is natural substances obtaining by the decomposition of cow dung and plant residues. It is made from the decomposition, degradation or breaking down of the cow dung and plant waste. Now fertilizer is prepared in factory, but manure we can prepare in an open field. Now fertilizers does not provide any humus to the soil. They do not give humus to the soil, but manure provides a lot of humus because they are organic materials. And fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients. They have particular nutrients like NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. But manure is not that much rich in particular nutrient. It have a lot of humus. Okay? Yes. And fertilizers, what they cause? They cause pollution. They are not good. But manure does not cause any pollution. Yes. Now see, what is irrigation, my dear kids? What is irrigation? Yes, supplying water to the crop plants is called as irrigation. What are the methods? Traditional and yes, modern methods. And what are the two methods of irrigation which conserve water? It means there is no wastage of water. Two methods, can you remember? Sprinkler system and drip irrigation. Very good, kids, you have revised. Now see, the supply of water to crops at regular interval is called as irrigation. To supply water to the crop plants at proper time, proper interval is called as irrigation. Two methods of irrigation which conserve water are drip irrigation. In this system, the water falls drop by drop near the roots. Okay, the plant is having roots and the water will be falling drop by drop, so that the water will not get wasted. It is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. Now next one is sprinkler system. There is a nozzle, so the water will be coming in a lot of pressure and the nozzle will go up and it will start rotating, and the water is sprayed throughout the crop plant like as if it is raining. Remembered the picture? Yes. In this system, the perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined on the main pipeline at regular interval at proper spaces, so that when the water is allowed with the flow with pressure, what will help? The rotating nozzle will go up and it will start rotating and the water gets sprinkled or sprayed all over as if it is raining. Yes. Now see, if wheat is sown in the Kharif season, what would happen? But wheat is a rabi crop, we know that. If we will plant them in Kharif season, what will happen? My dear kids, what is rabi crop? Wheat is a rabi crop, yes or no? So what is rabi crop? They are grown in, yes, winter season. That is October to March. It needs very less water. They don't need much water. If we will plant them in Kharif season, there is lot of rain, no? Rainy season, lot of rain. So if there will be excess rain, what will happen? The excess water will damage the crop. The crop will be wasted. So extreme weather condition may result in very less yield or no crop. तो क्या होगा बेटा, अगर हम व्हीट को रबी क्रॉप है ना, वो व्हीट इज़ अ रबी क्रॉप, अगर हम खरीफ सीजन में यानी बरसात के मौसम में लगाएंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? उसको तो कम पानी चाहिए व्हीट को, लेकिन हम उसे ज़्यादा पानी दे देंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल बी डैमेज्ड. व्हीट क्या हो जाएगा? खराब हो जाएगा. Now see, next is explain how soil gets affected by the continuous plantation of crops in a field. Can you recall? We have discussed it. See, if I am planting one crop, after that one crop, continuously I am planting the crop in the soil, what will happen? The soil will lose its nutrient quality. The nutrient amount will be decreasing. But we need nutrients. So how we'll treat it? We will add manures and fertilizers. Yes. Now see, soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop plant. Plant gets nutrients from the soil. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. These nutrients help the plants to grow. But if we do continuous cultivation of crops, make the soil poor in nutrients, the nutrients amount will be low and crop yield decreases as the plant do not get proper nutrients. See, nutrient amount is going down. So what will happen? The soil will have no nutrients. So how the plant will grow? Yes. And what will happen? The crop yield will be decreasing. Clear? Next one is, what are weeds? Now only we have discussed. What are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow along our crops. How we control them? We apply pesticides, weedicides, or yes, we can do weeding with the help of our hand. Yes or no? Yes. Now see, undesirable plants or unwanted plants that grow naturally along with the crop. They grow naturally. We do not plant them. They grow with our crop, are known as weeds. They are called as weeds. It can be controlled by the process of weeding. We can do weeding. It involves the removal of unwanted and uncultivated plants called weeds. We can remove the weeds by the process of weeding. By how it can be done with the help of human's resource, that is with the help of our hand, that is manually, or we can apply certain chemicals like weedicides. Okay, how they affect? Yes, how they affect? They compete with our crop plant and they don't allow them to grow properly, and some are even very poisonous. They will harm us. Yes. Some methods to control weeds are physical removal. We can remove with our hands or we can cut them. Now see, weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals called as weedicides. We can use weedicides. Yes. Now see, arrange the following boxes in proper order to make a flow chart of sugarcane. See, sugarcane crop production. Crop production, we know the different steps. Yes or no? Yes. So first step is preparation of soil. Then next is sowing of seeds. Then yes, then we will be giving manures and fertilizers. After that we will irrigate and weeding, then harvesting, then storage. Yes. Now see, these are not in a systematic order. So see, first will be preparation of soil. Then after that plowing the field. It is included inside the preparation of soil. After that we will sow the seeds. Then manuring, adding manure. After that we will supply water, that is called as irrigation, and we will harvest. We will cut the crop and sending crop to sugar factory. It means this is which crop? Sugar cane. We get sugar from the sugar cane. Okay, clear? Yes. Now see, complete the following word puzzle with the help of clues given below. See, providing water to the crops. This process is called as, let me give you all the questions together. See, the providing water to the crops. Which process this is? Irrigation. See, one puzzle is given in your book. Yes, it is irrigation. Now, keeping crop grains for a long time under proper condition. Okay, if you are keeping the crop grains long time for a proper condition, what is it called? It is called as storage. We store them for our future use. Yes. Now, certain plants of the same kind grown on a large scale. First question of our exercise, can you recall? Yes, it is called as crop. Now see, a machine used for cutting the matured crop, what is it called? We used to cut. The process is called as harvesting. So the machine is used is harvester. Yes. Now see, a rabi crop, that is also one of the pulses. Which one? A rabi crop? Gram. Yes. Now see, a process of separating the grain from chaff is called as winnowing. Threshing will be there, but according to the puzzle, it will be winnowing. Clear? Yes. So warm up your mind. I have given you certain extra questions. See, what comes from a cow and is used to make ice cream? Just think, my dear kids. We get from cow and it used to make ice cream. Very nice it is. Milk. Now see, a poultry farmer raises which animal? Do you know poultry farm? In which? Yes, hens and chickens are kept. Now what are adult female chickens called? Female chickens and they are adult. What they will be called as? Hens. Now what did Old MacDonald have? Do you remember the rhyme, very famous rhyme, Old MacDonald? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So here Old MacDonald is having a farm. So here what did Old MacDonald have? Farm. And the next line is, what is the next line of this rhyme? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. Then comes the sound of the sheep, that is Baba. Yes. So just watch the rhyme, okay? It is very interesting. Old MacDonald had a farm. There is a very famous rhymes. I used to sing this when I was a child. So just recall it, okay? Now next is, what is a baby goat called? Baby goat, small baby of the goat is called as a kid. I used to call you kids, yes, but not that kid. The baby goat is called as kid. Clear? Now see, my dear kids, here is the answer. What comes from a cow and is used to make ice cream? Milk. A poultry farmer raises which animals? Chickens. What are adult female chickens called? Hen. And what did Old MacDonald have? Farm. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Yes. What is a baby goat called? Kid. Yeah? Okay. Now see, another quote for you is, happiness is found when you stop comparing yourself to other people. So my dear kids, never ever compare yourself with anybody, because you will never find happiness. You will be thinking, oh, he is having that one but I don't have. He is getting more number than me. I am very sad. So whenever you will compare, you will be very much sad. So don't compare. Just try to develop within yourself. Just try to be best version of yourself. Yes, if you are today I am like this, I will wish that tomorrow I will be a better person than today. So compete with yourself. Yes, find a way, find a better way to be a better person in the next day. So don't even compare yourself with others, because everybody is unique their own way. Clear? Yes. So at the last, don't forget to be a part of our eTuition family. Get it on Google Play and enjoy our educational videos. Thank you.